Your boy Singer Cool here is day three of my conscious rap thing. I got some more conscious rap on the way. Might have some Goody Mob, might have Common, might have Lupe Fiasco, I might have Most Def, but you don't know, just gotta see. I'm bringing you that conscious rap, I'm promoting it all. But today we starting with my fellow Christian, my man from Texas, my man Lecrae, from Texas. Lecrae Divine Moore, born October 9th, 1979, and Mohamedly known as Lecrae, is an American Christian rapper, singer, songwriter, record and film producer, record executive, actor, and entrepreneur. He's like me, the jack of all trades. Born Lecrae Devon Moore, October 9th, 1979, age, was making age 42. Houston, Texas, stand up. Education, University of North Texas. Occupation, rapper, singer, songwriter, record and film producer, record executive, actor, entrepreneur, U.S. athlete 2004 to present, spouse, Duran Moore, children three, musical career, genres, Christian rap, Christian hip hop, rap, Southern hip hop, pop rap, labels, cross movement, reach, Columbia. Hold up, there we go. Associate X 116 click, Don Cannon, Zaytoven, website lecrae.com. He is the president, co-owner, and co-founder of the independent record label Reach Records, was the co-founder and president of the now defunct non-profit organization Reach Life Ministries, is an investor and co-owner of the audio production software MXD, and is a co-founder of the film production studio Three Strand Films. To date, he has released 10 studio albums and 3 mixtapes as a solo artist, and has released 3 studio albums, a remix album, 1 EP, and numerous singles. As the leader of the hip hop group 116 Click, he produced much of the earlier material along with other early Reach Records releases. Lecrae is in reference to him being labeled as a Christian rapper, has stated that his music is just hip hop through it reflects his Christian faith. In May 2016, Lecrae signed to Columbia Records. In a joint deal between his label and Columbia, he left Columbia in May 2020. Lecrae's debut record recording, Real Talk, was released in 2004 through Reach Records. His third solo album, Rebel, released in 2008, became the first Christian hip hop album to reach #1 on the Billboard Gospel Chart. Rehab followed in 2010, and Lecrae began attracting mainstream attention when he performed at the 2011 BET Hip Hop Awards. Cypher appeared on the Static Selector song Live and Let Live from Population Control on May 10th, 2012. Lecrae released his first mixtape, Church Clothes, which was hosted by Don Cannon. Considered his breakthrough into mainstream hip hop, the mixtape was downloaded over 100,000 times in less than 48 hours. His sixth studio album, Gravity, came out on September 4th, 2012, or 2012 if you want to call it that. See, it has, or 2012 if you like, however you want to say it. It has been called the most important album in Christian hip hop history by Rapzilla and Atlanta Daily World. The album debuted as the best-selling album overall in the iTunes Store, #3 on the Billboard 200, and won the Grammy Award for Best Gospel Album at the 2013 Grammy Awards, marking the first time that a hip hop artist received this award. Lecrae released his seventh album anonymously on September 9th, 2014. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, 88,587 copies sold through the first week. The first album to top both the Billboard 200 in the gospel chart. Simultaneously, he released the third mixtape, Church Clothes 3, on January 15th, 2016. An eighth studio album, All Things Work Together, on September 22nd, 2017, and the ninth studio album, Let the Trap Say Amen, a collaborative project with Zaytoven, on June 22nd, 2018. His 10th studio album, Restoration, was released on August 21st, 2020. Lecrae received nominations for Artist of the Year at the 43rd, 44th, 45th, and 46th GMA Dove Awards, the last of which he won for Best Gospel Artist. Okay, here we go. At the 2013 and 2015 BET Awards, the latter of which he won a first for a rap artist. Lecrae's filmography includes a role in the television film Across to Bear, 2012, and a brief role in the comedy film Believe Me, 2014, crime film Superfly, 2018, and Christian drama film Breakthrough, 2019. In the social sphere, Lecrae has presented, only written about racial tensions and injustice in the United States, as well as advocated for the preservation of responsibility in fatherhood as a value among men in the United States. In 2013, he partnered with Dwayne Wade and Joshua Du Bois in the multimedia initiative This Is Fatherhood as part of the Obama administration's fatherhood and mentoring initiative. And in the 2020 during and in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, worked with Love Beyond Walls to distribute hand washing stations and food to homeless people in Atlanta. Life and career: early life. Born and raised by his single mother in South Houston, Texas, Lecrae moved often early in life, living in San Diego, Denver, and Dallas. He has stated that he would go to church with his Christian grandmother but considered it for older people and said it wasn't for me. Lecrae never met his father, who ended up becoming a drug addict. In the song Good, Bad, Ugly, Lecrae reveals that when he was almost 8 years old, a female babysitter sexually molested him, and the incident was Lecrae which Lecrae believes distorted his view of sexuality, influencing his later promiscuous lifestyle. Experiencing abuse and neglect during his childhood, Lecrae used his ability to rap as a source of significance. According to Lecrae, his grandmother would not allow him to watch rap music videos on television, but he would sneak in late at night. It was in these videos that Lecrae found individuals to look up to. Lecrae states that there were no Martin Luther Kings or Malcolm X. They had all passed away, so I had Tupac. After being shown a gun by his uncle, Lecrae began looking up to gangsters and turned to a life of crime. Lecrae remembers taking a BB gun and standing in the street, pointing it at pointing it to a car, frightening the female driver simply for fun. At 2011 years old, I mean, for fun at 11 years old, let me say. I mean, 11 years old, I should say. At 11 years old, he started writing music for R&B rhythm and blues group formed by some of his neighbors. His first track, written for a neighborhood crush, emulated the style of Tupac, Outkast, and a Tribe Called Quest. At the age of 16, he started taking drugs, fighting, was arrested in high school for stealing, and eventually ended up on the gang list. McCrae tried pretty much every drug there was. He tried except for and heroin and crack cocaine. According to CNN, he became a drug dealer and used the Bible that his grandmother gave him as a good luck charm. After being arrested for drug possession, the officer saw the Bible and let Lecrae go on a promise that he would agree to live by it. He eventually turned from drugs to alcohol consumption, consumption, and a party lifestyle, and became a misfit of a person. Has described himself during this period as a thrill seeker. He would pull stunts such as jumping from a third-story building and gained the nickname Crazy Cray. Encouraged by his concerned mother to read his Bible, Lecrae said that I remember ripping the pages out of the Bible and throwing it on the floor. I don't want this Bible. I couldn't wrap my hands around this being true or real. He began to drink and smoke more and look for more women as the emphasis became more profound. At age 17, his personal, financial, and relationship troubles convinced him that he was at the dead end. He wanted to do what he considered the mature thing. Through the influence of his grandmother, he decided to start attending church. A girl Lecrae attended high school with was there, and she invited him to a Bible study where he met Dara, his future wife. Lecrae was surprised to find that the members of the Bible study were just people like me. They read the same books and listened to the same music. Their character was just different. They were loving, and that's really what drew me in. Lecrae says that it was at age 19 that he finally decided to live for God. Though it wasn't overnight, and he spent a lot of time making bad decisions. See, goodness. Okay. Oh, conversion in the early career, 1999 to 2011. Lecrae attended a conference after being invited by a friend through Lecrae amidst his interest was to meet girls and experience the big city. When he arrived at the conference, Lecrae was awed by the performance of the Christian hip hop group, the Cross Movement. Hold up. There we go. Lecrae says that he saw guys who had been shot from being in gangs, girls who were extremely promiscuous in the past. I see rappers, dancers, and singers. I say people who came from the same background I came from, and they still embodied who they were culturally, but they were all in love with Jesus, and I had never seen that before. After hearing Pastor James White of uh, Christ our King Community Church speak on how Christians are bought with a price and the suffering that Jesus underwent in the crucifixion. Lecrae says that he remembers articulating, "God, get me out of this. Don't kill me. Do whatever you have to do to get me out of this. Just don't kill me." Later, Lecrae was driving on the highway when he turned too quickly and his car went into a road. He had no seatbelt, and the roof of the windshield of the car caved in. His glasses were molded into the frame of the car, but he survived completely uninjured. Lecrae cites the incident as one which convinced him to commit his life to Christ. Lecrae went back to school at the University of North Texas. He started volunteering and performing at a juvenile detention center, and the reception he received convinced him that offering hope and encouragement through music was what he wanted to do. However, Lecrae still struggled in his faith. As revealed in Good, Bad, Ugly in 2002, he impregnated a then girlfriend rather than risk scandal. He and his girlfriend had the baby aborted, a decision he says he now deeply regrets. In 2004, 5 years after his conversion, Lecrae teamed up with Ben Washer to found Reach Records, and then at the age of 25, he released his first album, Real Talk. The following year, it was re-released by Cross Movement Records and reached number 29 on the Billboard Gospel Albums chart, staying on the chart for 12 weeks. The album later received a nomination at the 2007 Stellar Awards. In 2005, Lecrae co-founded the nonprofit organization Reach Life Ministries, no longer operational since 2015. which equipped local Christian leaders with tools, media circulation, and conferences that were based on the teachings of the Bible and relevant to hip hop culture. Also in 2005, the debut album of 116 Click, the compilation album, was released. After the success of Real Talk, Lecrae then released his second studio album on August 15th, 2006. After the music stops charted at number 5 on the Billboard Gospel Albums chart, number 7 on the Billboard Christian Albums chart, and number 16 on the Billboard Heat Seeker Album charts, and received a nomination for a Dove Award, as was the single Jesus Music, spelled Music instead of Music. Just in case you want to check it out. Featuring Trip Lee in 2007, 116 Click released the second album, 13 Letters, reaching number 10 on the Gospel Albums chart and number 29 on the Christian Albums chart. 116 Click also released the remix uh, EP Amped, with the number 24 on the Gospel Albums chart. On October 8th, 2008, Lecrae's third album, Rebel, entered the Billboard charts at number 60 with 9,800 units sold and topped the Billboard Gospel Album charts for 2 weeks, the first hip hop album to do so. It also charted at number 2 on the Christian Albums chart. Okay, here we go. And number 15 on the top independent charts. In 2009, the album received a nomination at the fourth Dove Awards, as did the Flame song Joyful Noise, which featured Lecrae and John Riley. 2009 also saw Lecrae's first film role when he appeared in the documentary Uprise Presents Word from the Street by the UK-based TV channel OHTV. Okay, here we go. On February 5th, 2010, Lecrae released a charity single entitled Far Away, a tribute to the victims of the 2010 Haiti's earthquake. Lecrae promised that all proceeds from the single's sales would go directly to Haiti's relief effort. On July 7th, Lecrae announced on the Reach Records website the title of his new album would be Rehab. On August 5th, 2010, Rapzilla shared a new song from Lecrae called Amp It Up. Lecrae succinctly classified on his Twitter account that the song was not a single from Rehab, but rather a theme song from Kan- Kanakanuck Camps, a chain of Christian camps for which he writes songs annually. And on August 31st, 2010, Reach Records revealed the track list for Rehab, released it for pre-order, and premiered a promotional video, Idols. A second promotional video entitled I Am Dust debuted on September 9th, 2010. Upon its release, Rehab hits number 16 on the Billboard's 200 chart. Yep. Making it one of the highest selling Christian hip hop albums at that time. On September 22nd, 2010, Rapzilla reported that the Rehab packaging came with an advertisement encouraging buyers to purchase another upcoming album, Rehab: The Overdose, which saw release on January 11th, 2011. It included 11 new songs and featured several other Christian artists such as T-Sai and Soup. Rehab: The Overdose debuted at number 15 on the Billboard 200. On August 29th, 2011, Lecrae announced through Twitter that on September 27th, 2011, he would release a special edition of Rehab entitled Rehab Deluxe Edition. Okay, here we go. On the same day, 116 Click released their fourth album entitled Man Up. On September 7th, 2011, Rapzilla announced that Lecrae would be featured on the BET Hip Hop Awards cycle on October 11th, 2011. I remember that one. That's what I think it is. I think Hobson might have been on there, or Tech Nine might have been on there. Tech Nine might have been in 2011 for Cypher, and Hobson might have been in 2012 for Cypher. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember. I take it back. I remember bits and pieces of one of them. Anyway, but Cypher on October 11th, 2011, Lecrae gained popularity after his verse on the Cypher trended nationwide on Twitter and was featured on All Hip Hop. Lecrae then appeared as a feature on Static Self Selector's song Live and Let Live from the Static Selector's song for Live and Let. Hold up. Twitter's feature. Oh yeah, Twitter was featured on All Hip Hop. Lecrae then appeared as a feature on Static Selector's song "Live and Let Live" from his Population Control album. Mainstream breakthrough 2012-2016. Featured Lecrae and Akon. Akon, young easy, gotta take it easy. But shout out to Akon for building the city. From what I read, it's supposed to be finished by 2026. On February 16, 2012, Rapzilla announced that Lecrae was preparing to release his first mixtape, Church Clothes, on May 3rd, 2012. Lecrae premiered his music video for the title track of his Church Clothes mixtape online on XXL. The video was noted for including cameos by Kendrick Lamar and DJ Premier and attracted almost 20,000 views in less than a day. Hosted by Don Cannon, the mixtape featured the song Darkest Hour, in which Lecrae collaborated with No Malice of the Clips, the grinding. He was called Malice since he became a Christian and changed his name to No Malice. That's Push T's brother, in case you're wondering. That's Push T's brother, in case you didn't know. Go check out No Malice. He's cool. He's cool. Church Clothes was downloaded more than 100,000 times. Okay, here we go. Church Clothes was downloaded for more than 100,000 times in less than 48 hours on datpiff.com, and in less than 8 months reached 250,000 downloads, a platinum rating on the website. On June 25th, 2012, a remastered version of the mixtape without DJ Don Cannon was released as an EP for the sale on iTunes. Due to issues with sampling, this version was much shorter with only 7 songs. Upon its release, the EP debuted on the Billboard charts at number 10 on both the Christian albums and gospel albums chart for the week of July 14th, 2012. On April 27th, Lecrae announced that his next album, Gravity, was to be released in late 2012, and recording sessions began in. On July 14th, 2012. On April 27th, Lecrae announced that his next album, Gravity, was to be released in late 2012, and recording sessions began in May. On June 21st, 2012, Lecrae appeared live at the Apple Store in Chicago for Black Music Month. The release date for Gravity, September 4th, 2012, as well as the album artwork, was announced on July 19th, 2012 via Rapzilla. On August 30th, 2012, the rapper Saigon announced that Lecrae would be one of the featured artists on his upcoming album, The Greatest Story Never Told, Chapter 2, Bread and Circus, due November 6th, 2012. Gravity was released on September 4th, 2012. To critical acclaim upon its release, Gravity debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 with 72,000 units sold. The album was debuted at number one on the Christian Gospel Independent Rap Album Charts, number three on the Digital Albums Chart, and 24 on the Canadian Albums Chart. After the iTunes Deluxe version of the album hit number one on that vendors charts, and the regular version at number two. Time wrote an article about Lecrae and his success in the album. On November 7th, 2013, Lecrae released his second mixtape entitled Church Clothes Volume 2, hosted once again by Don Cannon, and mixtape debuted on number 24 on the Billboard 200. Okay, yeah, number one on the Billboard Christian Albums and Gospel Albums chart, and number three on the Rap Albums chart. On thatpiff.com, the album was downloaded over 146,000 times by November 26, 2013. See, on to June 3rd, 2014, Lecrae announced through social media that his seventh studio album would be titled Anomaly. The album, released on September 9th, 2014, is supported by the single Nothing. It debuted at number one on the Billboard 200 with over 88,000 copies sold through the first week. It is the first time an album tops both the Billboard 200 and the Gospel Album chart. Lecrae also became the fifth artist following Chris Tolan 2013, Toby Mac 2012, Lehan Rhymes Leanne Rhymes, 1997, and Bob Collins, 1997, and scored a number of albums on both Christian albums and the Billboard 200. Ooh, let me skip some of this. Signing with Columbia and Restoration, 2016 to present. On August 2015, Lecrae announced an upcoming memoir titled Unashamed, which on May 3rd, 2016 was published through B&H Publishing Group, a succinctly of his lifeway Christian resources. It opened at number 19 on the New York Times bestseller list. On May 16, Lecrae signed to Columbia Records, which was released featuring records recordings in conjunction with Reach. Lecrae explained that he signed the deal in order to increase the international audience for Reach, since his label peaked nationally with the release of Anomaly in September 2016. Reach Records announced Lecrae's up-and-coming tour scheduled the destination tour You're Accepted, which ran through October and November. On October 21st, 2016, Lecrae released the single Can't Stop Me Now, Destination, the lead single from his up-and-coming studio album. On January 27th, 2017, he released the second single, Blessings, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. Lecrae followed this up the third single, I Find You, featuring Tori Kelly, on June 8th, 2017. Then on June 23rd, 2017, he released the promotional single Hammer Time, featuring 1K Few. On August 7th, 2017, Lecrae announced his eighth studio album, All Things Work Together, his major label debut. The album was released on September 22nd, 2017. Blessings went on to be certified gold on April 30th, 2019, and I'll Find You was certified platinum on February 26th, 2020. Influences and musical style. Lecrae's musical genre is predominantly Southern hip hop and has been described as falling under the styles of crunk, gangster rap, and hardcore hip hop. On his third release, Rebel, Lecrae slowed down his style on many songs. Rehab was noted for its stylistic diversity, particularly on the song Children of the Light, which featured Delalivu and Sonny Sandoval, and incorporate rock and reggae influences. With the release, Gravity Billboard described Lecrae as incorporating reggae and soul influence into his signature brass sound. As the Trap Say Amen blended Lecrae's spiritual lyrics with Zaytoven's trap style production. Regardless, music artists have influenced him. Lecrae is an interview with Essence cited Tupac, Nas, DJ Quick, Scarface, and the Cross Movement. See, oh yeah, and plus, particularly albums like Aquemini, The Miseducation of Lord Hill, Popular Culture. Brooklyn Nets guard Jeremy Lin recommended Lecrae the Hillsong in an interview when he asked about his pre-game music. Former NFL quarterback Tim Tebow and professional wrestler Ezekiel Jackson, Big Zeke, all have also endorsed Lecrae. During March 2014, Lecrae signed a 10-day contract with the Atlanta Hawks, and on April 4th, 2014, he performed live at Phillips Arena after the Hawks game. Dum Dum, a song by Tadashi Tadashi featuring Lecrae, was used on the episode of So You Think You Can Dance. Lecrae also created the theme song for the new ESPN Sports Center block called Coast to Coast Social Activism. In 2011, 116 Click and Reach Life Ministries, both headed by Lecrae, launched a media campaign entitled Man Up, intended to mentor male urban youth on fatherhood and biblical manhood. It features concept tools and a curriculum centered on the short film and studio album, both titled Man Up, and since 2012 he also features a string of conference events. Other business ventures. Lecrae has partnered with Alsa Labs to be an investor and co-owner of the audio production software MXD, which also founded by Jacob Biz Morris. In 2020, Lecrae teamed with Adam Thompson to found the film production studio Three Strand Films. He is a venture partner in Cloud Capital and has participated in several real estate ventures, including the Vest Atlanta and Peace Prosperity Academy, attended to revitalize Inglis Avenue. Personal life. Lecrae currently resides in Atlanta since relocating from Memphis in 2009 and is married to Daryl Moore. The couple have three children together. Lecrae is a graduate of the University of North Texas. In an interview with Hip Hop DX, Lecrae stated that the Clips member No Malice sought him out as a spiritual advisor. Canada Christian College bestowed a doctorate of music of Lecrae on March 2014 while visiting Toronto, making him the youngest recipient of such a degree from the college. Discography: Real Talk 2004, After the Music Stops 2006, Rebel 2008, Rehab 2018. Rehab 2010. Rehab the Overdose 2000. 2011, Gravity, Rehab Overdose 2011, Rehab Overdose 2011. All right, here we go. Gravity 2012, Anomaly 2014, All Things Work Together 2017, Let the Trap Say Amen with Zaytoven 2018, Restoration 2020, No Church in the Wild 2021, Production Discography, Self Release, Real Talk 2004, The Producers and Wells Ben Bosser, Sold Out, We Don't Represent, Take Me As I Am, Nothing, Wait Intro, Wait, Filmography, 2009, Upside presents Word from the Street himself, 2011, Man Up, King, 2012, Across the Bear, Jerome, 2012, Welcome to the Family Documentary, himself, 2013, Everything Must Go, The Cross himself, Everything Must Go in The Cross, two different films, himself, 2014, Believe Me, Dr. Malmacus, 2018, Superfly, Funeral Rapper, 2019, Breakthrough himself, Books on the Same, BNX Books, May 3rd, 2016, I Am Restored, How I Lost My Religion But Found My Faith, October 13th, 2012, Awards and Nominations. That's what we're going to end it with. Lecrae has won many music awards, space of his career, including 2 Grammy Awards and 8 Dove Awards. In 2013, he became the first hip hop artist to win the Grammy Award for Best Gospel Album, which was awarded to his sixth album, Gravity. In 2015, became the first rapper to win the BET Award for Best Gospel Album. And that's the story of Lecrae. Keep God first. You can do anything through God. See what he went through. He went through all them things, but he stood his ground, and he's living proof black men are loyal to black women. and black men do keep take care of their kids, and black men can come from anything and still be in their kids' lives and be in that black woman's life. So anyone tell you anything, it's a lie. They lying on God. They lying on black men. They lying on black women. They lying on God. They're lying on God. They're lying on black men. They're lying on black women. They're lying on black children. They're lying on the black family. Don't let this stuff and YouTubers brainwash you. Keep God first.